barn. There's exposed cables here. It's 120 volt, just hanging there. Could be very dangerous.
Keep everything. I've got a lot of stuff I can because I'll see when I start pulling it out, what may have come in through the side of the roof or whatever. I haven't seen any damage. But I know that over this way. So you may see anything that's more close to the front. But as far as anything wet on the ground, old pieces of wood up here.
Now we have open apertures in the load center.
I did find, I'm trying to figure out how old this barn might be. Holy clue. I have no idea if it's over here or not. I'll throw that tether bar where it's
It's grounding bar.
right there. That might have that's going quite that old.
Let's do a partial flow test. Yeah, good flow from there. Internals of the tank. There is evidence of water leak at some point in the past from the food disposal rust there. Dishwasher ran a complete cycle, door opened. There's no apparent rust on the tray. Okay. On the day of the inspection, there's a little bit of water left in it, didn't seem to pump out properly. See if I can pump it again. The dishwasher is now running, but this display here normally shows how many minutes it's going to run for. It's not displaying. I think this needs to be checked out. It doesn't seem to be operating quite as well as I would expect. This is the microwave. As you see, we have vent. That's all present and correct. Circulating time. And the light's not working. So the light's not working on the set the oven on. It's currently heating. This is the water heater cabinet. There's a chase behind it. I can't see up the chase, and I cannot see a direct line for the ventilation. The water heater itself has got temperature refill. That works. That runs outside, I know. Okay. It's in okay condition. This water heater is not fitted at all. So only one water heater actually installed. So the oven's not heating to temperature. It's the incorrect screw type for the electrical panel. You can see it's got a sharp point to it. I cut the insulation called.
From my feet. Oh, backyard. Okay. Okay. My grandma calls me Nia Mark. Here, Austin, go on. Here, Austin. Here,
This
Austin.
attic space here over the porch has no access to it. Now that's a problem, because if you need to get into that into there, you're going to have to cut a hole in the ceiling here, or an access hole somewhere else. And there are all sorts of reasons to need to get inside an attic, not least of which these pot lights, the wiring that goes to them, may need addressing at some point. So there's no attic access to the porch attic. That's at the front elevation. Now let's look at the back rear elevation. We have another attic, and again we don't have any access into that attic. So two attics which require access do not have them. I'm standing on the small balcony at the right elevation. I have some distressed wood here, deteriorating due to water penetration. We have water penetration here around the trim, and these boards are actually loose. They're a trip hazard. They've been installed over the top of decking material, and I've no telling what's underneath that decking material. All I can tell you is that they're incorrectly installed, because the screws going through it here will penetrate the waterproof membrane, and that's going to cause leaking to get into the actual balcony structure itself. The balcony railing is installed incorrectly. You can see we've got these screws here. That's not the way to install it. It's an unprofessional job all round. I'd say this was done by an amateur. It's the electrical panel. We have copper drop lines. We have no GFCIs installed or part fault detectors. Other than that, there's nothing of any significance where ground and neutral are bonded, which is correct. The only thing really is the screws. We have here one of the screws that's come out. It's a metal cutting screw, and for example it's going through in this corner here. As it passes through the hole, it's going to come into contact with electrical cable, and over time it can cut that cable. That will make the whole of the panel, front panel, live. Now, this is incorrect screws and they're dangerous. And there we go. This is this is the plug. It's working. Now on the other side of the wall here, have an exterior outlet below 5 feet. Should be GFCI. And it's not. It's also loose. In the bathroom, this should be GFCI. It is. This air compressor is running. The insulation is getting into poor condition and needs replacing. However, the compressor overall is in good condition. This compressor is running too. condition is good. This is the drain line for the water heater safety pan, and you can see it's a trip hazard. The air handlers have safety pans, but there's a lot of debris in them, mainly dead insects. This one is, the safety pan is almost certainly going to block when if it runs. It's got a lot of debris around the drain hole. This one's been running in the past, it's not now. This is the furnace, it's currently running. Gas lines running incorrectly installed, although there are no sediment traps on either. This one's about to ignite. Okay, we're running. So the burner's going now. As I explained to you before on the other inspections, you can't take anything apart, so I don't look any further than the outside of the equipment and the condition of it that I can visibly see without taking anything apart. And the best way to ascertain the real condition is to have them serviced. I highly recommend that before you move in. We're standing facing the building, the house, the gate here, and to the right of the gate, as you face the gate, we have the water meter. Unfortunately, the water meter box and cover is bust. I can't take it apart or get into it, it won't move, and that needs replacing and fixing.